transported back to the Ark, and then from here there's going to be more trivial exposition that's not worth watching.
Welcome back.
And the angelic tunes of whoever the hell is that's humming that. This is the item for today. We've got 8 days left, however that works. Didn't we have 6 before? So we've got a ton in lieu. And I just talked to him for no reason. Shut up. And we're going to go now to Yusnaan and start Yusnaan. So Yusnaan is really fun and simple. You have to get a ticket to get through a door. You then go kill a boss, get an ID card, and then from there you collect some fireworks, and then from there you go find snow, and you're done. There's a lot of other stuff to do in this place, and it is definitely one of the more interesting areas of the game, but considering it's meant to be a bustling city, the streets are just as empty as they ever were on any RPG, even the PlayStation era ones back on PS1. So I'm hoping on Next Generation, with crowds and things, RPG towns and markets are actually going to be full of life rather than empty, sparse, and just not really that interesting. But who knows? Maybe Final Fantasy XV is going to, you know, just be awesome, be amazing, and wash the foul taste of the 13 saga out of our mouths. And this room is sweltering, guys. All this technology on sealed into the room. Fuck me. Ah. Like an endurance test. So, shut up. Gotta go fast, bitch. So obviously, if you were wanting to seriously speedrun this game, you'd have to optimize the collection of the Zaz items. So for instance, when you got the Chocobo, you'd have to go see Zaz before you went to Chaos, and then from then on, you would want to be mixing in the fragments into where you're going. There goes the frame rate dying on us. So, on this section, you need to go and talk to a dude. Oh, hang on a second, what's happening here? Oh, this is going to have the guards aggro on us. So, to get through the gate, you have to go up to the gate and be made aware that you can't get through the gate. And I've just fucked my stamina up again. I'm playing terribly with that. Avid Final Fantasy fans are going to hear some familiar tunes as well. The one we just heard a moment ago, I think, was Sarah's song from 13.2. And then the guy we're going to be talking to, the tour manager, he's going to be playing a ridiculous version of the Clash on the Bridge, or Battle on the Bridge, which is essentially Gilgamesh's theme from Final Fantasy V, if you're familiar. So I'm hoping that this is going to trigger a script, and it didn't. So the scripting's turned off, which is really annoying. So we're going to shit on these idiots, and then we're going to leave. A little bit like that.
Well, there are quite a lot of guards. If you let them chase you.
Yes, I know I need an ID card. Now trigger the fucking... There we go. You needed to hear him say the tour guide thing. That updates the main quest, and then the tour guide should show up. Because if he was already there, you would have seen him, but he wasn't. You would have heard him as well. Because he's there. He's going to sell you a ticket for 2,000 gil, and he's going to need you to be there for 6 PM. So we're going to sleep until 5 to skip this bullshit. I'm not sleeping till 6 because the window is extremely tight, and if I sleep till 6, there's a possibility that I might miss it. And you might be thinking, well, that's a waste of a day. It is. I could use the time now to do the Zaz quest, but I don't know the Zaz quest so well without looking it up. So I'm going to save that for a separate day, for the final day of this guide, or of this speedrun, because it's not a guide, technically. Because this game is not worth guiding. Even on normal, the only hard thing about the game is that you'll spend the first few hours not really knowing what's important in combat or what garbs are useful, because you don't really know what stats are worthwhile. And you need to do a bunch of bullshit fetch quests to get lightning up to a level where you don't get immediately romped by everything, unless you know where the good garbs are and you know how to block good and all that kind of stuff. And if you know all that information, you'll not be struggling anyway. So it's one of those really weird things, and I've just fucked my stamina again, which you should never really do, because it's a waste of time. That's Sarah's song if you can hear it. It might be a little bit low in the mixing. Frame rate. Like, look at it. Gotta be careful here because this guy's going to talk to me if I'm not careful. I don't want to script it. Because he's got a son, or he's got like the son of a friend of his who died. Get away, you stretchy arm. And down here you want to be careful because there's an enemy that's... I fucked my stamina again. An enemy down here is either going to be one of the flappy wing idiots that are quite dangerous when you're early levels, or your early stats or whatever. Or you can get some robots that do massive damage when they rush you, or you can get some insects. There's a few ones. Later on in the game you'll actually get behemoths that on this game for some reason are called reavers. Oh, I've just forgot. I didn't need to rest. I could have come to the door and he would have forced the clock forward for me, which he's going to do now. Shit. Picked the wrong option because I'm trying to skip dialogue because it's so gripping.
Here's my tick.
Right. Yes. It's now 6 PM. He's finished talking. Come on, bro. Open the door. I've got to talk to him, obviously. Because it's just one of them games. I've just talked to him like 5 million times. I have to talk to him again. Game design.
Per the schedule, the deliveries made.
That's progressive.
Okay.
Zow switch. Can I go over that? Ah, pandemonium. People who've watched my... Oh, I knew they'd do that. The bastards. They're tough to jump over them. It's cool though, because we'll just mess them up with this. Oh, love it. See you later, friends. But on obvious reasons, if you're on New Game, you will not be able to do what you're seeing me do here. New Game Plus you will be, because you'll be so much stronger. All depends on what you did on your first playthrough though, folks. If you skipped the cutscene, not cutscene, sorry. If you skipped the side quests and you didn't do things, then you probably won't be as strong as I am. So just something to bear in mind. But now that I've showed you Artemis's arrow and I've showed you the garb it belongs to, like, what are you doing? Get it, use it, it makes the game fun. But this is quite an interesting area. I didn't mind this. I think this is one of the more entertaining dungeons on the game. It doesn't overstay its welcome. It's interesting to look at while you're doing it. And it's got a fun boss who looks like a baller. I love him. He's a giant club-wielding ogre with one eye, so technically he's probably a Cyclops. There's a merchant on here if you need to do your items, which early on the game, on New Game, you're probably going to need, because you burn through items on any fight that you can't contemplate, because that happens a lot. You get to enemies that just completely shit on you, and you don't understand what was different. Like, you haven't changed, the game hadn't changed, it's just for some reason that one enemy just really beats you up. Don't know why I did that, I didn't need to do this. And now I've got an unnecessary fight and hopefully this kills him. And it didn't, so I'll have to blitz him. But we recovered. But the gaming season's definitely starting to pick up. Oh, again, I pressed jump then, but she didn't jump. No mind. Oh, we got him with the critical that time. 112,000 damage. See you later, friend.
Chaos feeds on despair, right?
If you're curious where you buy this sword from that I'm using, it might be hard-only sword. I'm not too sure. It's called the Massa Moon, and if you've played all the Final Fantasies, you'll recognise the name. It's got 1700 damage at base level. It's a very useful weapon. Is this the boss? This is the boss. So, I like to slowly walk backwards while debuffing to try and get some stuff on him. We got everything on him. We'll check him out. He's weak to everything but the bottom two. So we're going to hit him with wind and some Thundara. And then we're going to run in, hit him with that, and then we're going to... I should have blocked that, but I wanted to hit him instead. I should have just Artemis arrowed him because it's so strong that he dies ridiculously fast. Like, I didn't even have to go for the stagger. I could have just brute forced him. He's a really good enemy to practice blocking on and practice your just guards. And for anybody who's going, what's a just guard, dude? You keep mentioning it and I don't understand it. It's literally guarding the instant you're about to take damage. If you do it correctly, you will negate most damage. It is a awesome technique to get good at, because it'll make the game significantly easier. But just be aware that regardless of how good your timing is, some attacks just will not let that work. So there's the ID card, very important. If you don't pick that up, you can't go in the next area. Now we've got the ID card, we can use Chronostasis, because what we're going to do is we're going to put a dress on and we're going to find some fireworks. We're going to... Oh, Schrodinger, you motherfucker. I'm going to prove that this cat is dead. Box or no box. Maybe not, this cat is tough as balls. And it uses Cura. Who knew?